this I Am Player podcast. I don't know, with Brandon Marshall, former wide receiver. He had
I Am
Martellus
Athlete, I
Bennett on
think.
He had Martellus Bennett on last year. Out of nowhere, just totally slammed Jimmy Garoppolo off of something that happened 5 years before then, when Jimmy was the fill-in for Brady during the Deflategate thing. And that seemed random and over the top then. Then now, Julian Edelman goes on the same show and is asked about the same thing, and not just like off the cuff. Brandon Marshall has Martellus Bennett's statement typed out and asked Julian Edelman to read it, and he does. It feels very premeditated, like watching
Of
Love and Hip Hop.
course it was. Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm watching this like, this is so premeditated. Why did Julian and Brandon, why was this important for them to do now? Why was the timing seemed interesting, because Jimmy's sort of coming back into the news cycle now. He was going to get traded, going to get cut, whatever. He was going to be on the market, didn't happen, had surgery. Now people are talking about he's going to start throwing again, and he's going to be the it guy, the quarterback that everyone, it's going to be the Jimmy sweepstakes that we've been all waiting for, where everyone fawns over Jimmy and there's an actual bidding war. And here comes former teammates to be like, hey, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Can I just point out something that happened 6 years ago? He fucking quit on us and we didn't fucking appreciate it. And what? It's like, damn, man. Like,
yeah.
What did you think of? Did you think it was a coincidence? Like, why?
I've been trying to rack my brain on this one. First of all, let's not forget that quote, that original quote happened, I believe, in October timeframe.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was in Virginia and I was going skydiving that weekend. I remember you had a mean on the show, and that's how I heard about it. So that was a long time ago. So why is it being brought up now? Well, I don't want to make it into some big conspiracy. At the end of the day, I Am Athlete, very, very smart. They know that Jimmy and the 49ers are a hot topic. And having Edelman on, what a better way to stir it up and get some views. That being said, from Edelman's side of things, he's an ex-teammate. He clearly knew that was coming. Most interviews, athletes know the questions before they go in. They're not going to just come in and get blindsided.
Especially
very
one
rarely.
Like that. Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, I feel like he does have a bit of an axe to grind with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And I will say this. I think Jimmy played through those injuries this last season in large part because of what Bennett said. I really do. Because Jimmy in 2020 could have come back and chose not to, even though his teammate Kittle wanted to be out there with the guys playing, right? And so Jimmy historically has shut it down when he's been given the opportunity. He was certainly given the opportunity here. He had two main motivations. One, to shut up Bennett, and two, he's playing for his football future. So I find that actually is more motivation for Jimmy than the other way around. But yeah, I think Edelman certainly is pissed, and he's trying to mess with his bag a little bit for sure.
I think we don't quite understand where those players were coming from. We're really focused on the Niners. Try to remember 2016 Patriots. That was a title contending team with a lot of players in their 30s. Jimmy takes over early in the season, plays well, gets hurt. So does Brissett. Jimmy shuts himself down to protect his own future. Like, these are guys that are all in for the moment. It's like Draymond Green, Klay Thompson trying to hold it down while Curry's out, and Jordan Poole in a playoff game or whatever, like something, because every game's a playoff game in the NFL. Just being like, I can't go. I could see Klay and Draymond hating him for life, whether they were right or wrong. And that's how the Patriots are. It's like, dude, you are fucking with our primes and you're thinking about your future. Fuck you. And they were angry about it. They won't let it go. It's 6 years later. And it's like, oh, it's time for Jimmy to get another opportunity, to get another contract, get another start. Well, let me just come out of the woodwork and say, fuck that guy. And remind everyone that he shuts himself down. Martellus Bennett called him a bitch
That's
And
the
Julian Edelman
worst.
said, yeah, I can understand why he would say that. So what they're basically saying is like, look, I'm Julian Edelman. I'm fucking respected in this league, and I highly recommend you do not go into business with this guy. I mean, like, damn, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't
And he
hear
made
talk
sure
about
to tell
former
everybody
teammates like that.
he made sure to tell everybody that Brissett was also injured and that Jimmy was injured on his non-throwing shoulder. He
Yeah,
was
which I
very
don't even think that
specific
was
about that.
correct. I don't even think that was. I think he's wrong about that.
I don't
He's
know.
wrong about that. And
Yeah.
that's how upset he is that 6 years later, I think he's gotten the facts wrong. From Jimmy's, to be fair to Jimmy, I think it was his throwing shoulder, man. I mean,
I think
I
it
could be
was too. I
wrong. I
don't
think it
remember.
was his throwing shoulder. And I think maybe Julian and Marty probably need to let it go. But it's not my issue. It's theirs, and they won't. And I find it amazing. Amazing. It's just
Yeah.
so petty. And some players talk about me costing them money. Like, I don't, but that does. That fucking does.
100%.
And they know it, and they're going for it.
And they're bent. They're bent about it. I mean, let's look at the 49ers. Let's just take the 49ers situation last year. Kind of similar, right? Jimmy can't play. Jimmy is legitimately injured. Cannot
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
They have the playoffs on the line. Trey Lance has a hurt finger, which he's openly admitted bothered him all season long. If he's like, hey, I'm a rookie. I don't have anything to gain. I got a hurt finger. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to go out here and look dumb in front of everybody in my first appearance or second appearance. I'm not healthy. I'm not playing. Imagine the way that those players would feel about Trey Lance. That's the way the Patriots feel about Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Yeah.
And Trey Lance, by the way, certainly could have had motivation to not play if he was that hurt.
Yeah.
Why look bad in front of everybody your rookie year, right? So
here's my conspiracy theory with this Patriots thing with Jimmy. Why is the whole team so unitedly angry and vengeful about this? I have a theory. Brady riled him up. Brady's suspended. Okay, Brady's in the background. Jimmy's tearing it up. Week 1, he fucking tears it up.
Yeah, he did.
Week 2, he's tearing it up, gets hurt. And so does Brissett. And then week 3, he does what he does, doesn't play. Brady's in the background like, you fucking believe that shit. You fucking believe it. We're a Super Bowl team. He's concerned about his future. I would have played. I would have fucking. It wasn't there a report that Brady had a torn ACL when he won the Super Bowl with Tampa?
He had something. I don't know if it was an ACL. He had something pretty serious.
Something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that Brady would have played through whatever. I'm not, but I could see Brady in the background because Brady seemed very threatened by the whole Jimmy thing, right? You fucking believe that?
Well, let's be honest
Brady
though.
Says it, then everyone feels like, yeah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
I could see. First of all, Brady has a giant ego, right? He's an all-time great.
Yeah.
He was coming up towards the end, or so it seemed. The whispers were coming out. Yeah. You've got another quarterback who's young, very good looking, right?
Yeah.
And your head coach loves this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel a little threatened too. Yeah. So I could see that. Yes, I could see that.
Yep. Anyway, it's just very interesting to see the animus that exists.
And Brady's very cutthroat. Let's be clear about that.
Very? You could just say cutthroat.
Very cutthroat.
Yeah, he's cut. He is the cutthroat. He's the cutthroat committee.